Hey guys, Jovan14 here, and welcome back to another MLB The Show, MLB The Show 24 live stream. I'm with Junior and Blooper. Bloop bloop. Hey guys. Hey Chicken Jockey, welcome to the stream. So today, Junior and Blooper are going to be competing against one another in MLB The Show. Hey, Jason. Alright, so let's begin. Now to decide who's home and who's away, we're going to flip a coin again. Okay, so we have the women's heads and the fire's tails. Junior, your call. I'll go heads. Alright. Blooper's tails, and it's heads. So Junior, the home team. All right. Boop. All right, Junior. So you're gonna choose up to two randoms, and if you go for a third random, then you gotta be stuck with that team. All right. Your first random team, the Guardians. And your second, the Marlins. I'll go with the Marlins. Alright, Blooper, your turn. But, wait, you want to stick with the Yankees? Boop, boop. Alright then. So, we have the Yankees coming over to Miami to face the Marlins. Ion, the Depot Park, home of the Miami Marlins. Here we go. Broadcast, showtime, quick count off, and we're going to do 9 innings as usual. Retractable roof. Oh, here we go.
On MLB The Show, it's the New York Yankees taking on the Miami Marlins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
All right, Miami's gonna go first. And starting for the Marlins is 32 games starting, 10-10, 28.1 and 7.4 strikeout walk rate with over 200 strikeouts. But, alright, bloopers up. Here we go. And that's a hit for Blooper.
Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just to sit there around all the other way and have eyes like that, sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, keep the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That's off the inside edge. 1-0.
I got another beer. I'm done with that one. I caught myself doing that.
Oh, deep!
Deep to left center.
Doesn't have enough!
Ranging back. It's gone.
And that's gone! No way! Boop, boop.
He circles the bases.
Well, that didn't last long.
How the fuck are you supposed to beat the staff guys on this map? If you don't take every shortcut and do everything perfectly, and if you blow up one more fucking time,
Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you gotta love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
And now it's Juan Soto.
I don't know how I was ever able to
First offering is
after
down.
doing that jump. I
Tough
don't
to
know. I
bounce
did it
back
the
after a big
first
home
time,
run, but
and
nobody
every
on,
single
nobody
time
out. You just have to treat it as a fresh hit.
after that jump.
He'll be out with a pair of runs across to the frame, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first.
Ugh. Strike.
One and a called strike.
I don't get it.
Eh.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
So long, Blooper. No.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Yeah, because if I turn there, I don't make the jump.
The line of the pitch.
Oh, wow. They
Foul
turned it back
ball,
on.
it stays 0-2.
Now I'm going to have a freaking ass here in a second.
The line of the pitch.
And I accidentally hit that thing.
Lifted in the air, out to left.
All that is
Out number one.
Catch for the eye.
not even a half a second.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience singing.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boone. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Instead of tripping.
One out, base is empty.
Nice
Way
hit.
through for a hit.
I'm beating by 1.2 seconds. Someone call the freaking Pope.
And here is Anthony Rizzo.
Holy crap, Saints.
First pitch misses.
You know, from time to time, players mix up their routine and things aren't going their way, and Rizzo is no exception. He was in a slump in 2023. He changed his walk-up music to Taylor Swift. No bad blood there because it went. He went 4 for 4 and hit his first home run in over a month. He even gave credit to Swift after the game.
Still only one out here in the inning.
Yeah, my ass. Honestly, I think my ass is nice.
1-2 now.
My ass is less
To the right side.
than when you hit the
Into the
trigger.
outfield.
Another hit.
They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Ugh.
And you'll see
Boop,
the
boop.
fielder try to throw off.
Yeah, right. I might. Just because you got a hit home run in this inning, Blooper.
Just the second baseman every time I play low.
First and second, one out. Here's Gleyber Torres. Looking for a strike. first. One gone.
Okay, good.
That's outside.
Somebody wants to say,
Down one and two. That's now that he and a slider missed.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some good contact, maybe a swing and miss. Give it that down and hit the reset.
Strikeout!
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter is prepared for it, you can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to. And that's why you see the swing and miss.
The two runs is playing is funky, right?
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground, right side.
And the third out.
The inning. And it's
Well.
another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And it's 2-0. Major League Baseball is on the show.
2 runs with 4 hits in just the first inning for the Yankees.
oh, wow, okay.
Back here with my pal Siggy. The lefty on the mound.
Sign for the Yankees. 22.4 to 9.8. 3-8. 14 games started. It just 64 strikeouts.
Bottom of the first. Back to play for Miami. Luis Arias.
Alright, Junior's team's up to bat. Too high.
Ball one.
Nice inning on offense, got some runs across. This is where you look for the starter to go out there and have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swings through that.
He was sitting off speed there.
Follow me on Instagram. You know I hate birds. If you don't
Now
follow me,
hit it close there. Now 2 balls and a strike.
I hate birds. They're the stupidest species on the planet. They just fly around and shit on everything. You got beef, baby, the PG by a lot.
Another ball.
I don't know all that unlocking right now by doing all these. I definitely am unlocking things. I don't know by the end of this I have everything unlocked, all the characters and weapons.
Oh, that got away from him.
And that's a beanball. Well, so guy on first.
I say after the game, you step into the box, the ball throws some fastballs at you.
No, actually, I think
Oh, high ball. But that's the first out.
it's away from the out.
Oh, beep.
Time now for the Marlins lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to make sure you keep the line moving and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Here's Josh Bell.
Ooh, foul ball.
Like an island shortcut somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Fucking Nicaragua.
That's inside.
This is such a stupid map. Why have a map where you gotta drive slow, or you're forced to drive slow because the damn design of it? You know what I mean? I hate this going into the water. You have to go slow. Clearly, his bike is.
Ugh.
And Mr. Krabs.
Dude.
The Nintendo guy was definitely not racing with Mr. Krabs on the freaking map. They removed him as a Nintendo guy.
Inside edge. And that's ball 3.
To create this go. He doesn't even have a wife.
Fly ball down the line.
Doesn't have a dub. No.
What's the squeeze on that one? 2 down.
Jake Burger? Yeah, that's an actual name. Wow, okay.
That's in for a strike.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Get it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
What the fuck am I supposed to do through here other than
Let's even up.
it's like I'm driving up fucking 4x4 down the goddamn track. Actually, not even. It's like I'm driving
Over the
up
zone for a clock strike.
and I'm die.
Foul.
On the ground to the left. A sliding stop. And they
And that's it. What? Boop, boop.
lead one.
Oh, come on.
I have no idea how to correctly play that part of the
After the first inning, Junior leads 2-0. As we're at batters number 8, 9, and number 1.
Comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Flipper leads.
The wind and pitch. Fastball for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch out. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder up there.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base.
And that's a hit. Not again.
The leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake
Boop.
pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's Jose Trevino.
If I could ever,
That one finds the zone.
beat this guy
That's strike one.
This is the easier stack with, by the way. Let's just freaking bang them and grab them again.
Ugh. Boop.
Yeah, there's a
Foul. Ow.
Still not enough to get out of it.
Yeah, this is 1-2 the count.
I think I've finally figured out what to do with that one.
Colby gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Foul tip.
And the pitch. Got close with that one. 2-2.
Caught in the freaking viewing area of the fucking water.
Double play ball.
Swing at that one. 1 and 2. Double play. Bam. Let's go.
Snagging it with the bare hand. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
I think he just rides it like a damn professional Mario Kart Wii player.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit.
All right. We're back to the top of the lineup for blooper. Up. Nope. And that's the third out. Well, that was a quick inning.
You gotta like how he's the most notorious redhead in He's only after me too somehow.
Back here in Miami.
All right. Batters 5, 6, and 7 for juniors up next.
And a pitch. O'Day, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve.
I didn't know what to do. That was such a poorly timed bomb.
Batting looking for the pin. Putting on the trigger on a fastball.
No. Boop, boop. Caught looking.
For the hitter by assist with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, only 2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Ugh!
And he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up. Like you're on the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. You can't catch up.
It's one in the dirt.
But got him! No!
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Blooper, and that's 2 outs.
He was in a very hittable location. Most of the swings.
Ugh.
Sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? You know what happens.
The pitch. That one misses. Ball one. 2 outs, base is empty.
Taco freaking crap. This is a pretty good
And another ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off
take
the
a
plate.
grip that I didn't want to take.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Stays
Foul.
Thank God that thing didn't blow up quicker than I expected.
next offering way off the plate.
That should be funny, I would think. Thank God. That coach just took years off my life.
2 outs.
This back should be a
Fights it off. You'll see another.
Ah! I'm not gonna get out, Blooper.
As this one's long and winding, which should give me plenty of options.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there.
And oh, almost.
Shelby hits the bases.
Yeah.
He's acting off right with a double.
A double after a full count. Almost a home run if that would have gone a bit further. It would also been an automatic double if it bounced over.
And it's scoring position 2 away. Outside Garcia.
Start with crop rocket in this planet. I lost time on that shortcut. Not taking the shot.
Oh, if that would have been stayed fair, that would have been gone.
Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Awesome. I love getting 95% done.
Pitch misses. That's ball 2.
Taking shortcuts not going to want, but instead I take a shortcut. We go in the lane. I was going to do that.
Just missed.
But maybe likely.
Nick Fortes. Waits on deck for Miami. The 3-1. Ground ball left side.
Boop!
Moving
No!
to first.
And that's the 3rd out.
Gone to the play. And the inning is over. 1 left for Miami. They trail things here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in the long ball.
Here's Judge, who started this game with the only home run so far, and we're in the top of the 3rd.
You know, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
I think I'm flipping.
To account, you really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully, you get back into this count.
And it is 2-1.
Now, they let that change up up. Got away with one there. And he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
You know, let me go.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch.
way too high.
And now it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walking.
Way off pitch. And that's a hit.
Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not gonna get him. He's in there.
Ah!
He let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job.
So, man aboard. And stepping in for the Yankees, Juan Soto. Fastball for a strike.
So far, we already went through Blooper's lineup, so now everyone's getting their second at bat in this game. Oh, already?
Stands in second.
Well.
No outs. In the air, right field. Sanchez on the run.
Got it!
That's another run. Run tags in second.
And got on third.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Here comes a pitch. Bounce to the left side.
And that's the second out.
And they take care of Stanton for the out.
Well,
Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate.
a base hit will get the guy home and make this game a 3-0.
Record there for a strike.
Well, never gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, driving that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ballgame.
There's Lawler in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now backs against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Now on this. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Runner at third, 2 away. Spoils it.
Foul again.
You'll see another.
Ball. Wow! And that's a strikeout. And that's the third out.
They're on top 2-0.
Well, all right.
Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Switch too, Jason. I'm 100% excited for it.
Finds the zone.
Speaking of, I have something to announce, but I'll say it after this game's over. Yep. You do? Yep. But, like I said, I'll do it after you guys are finished with your game. Okay. Boop, boop.
Gotta be coming soon.
Cracks his bat, pops him up.
And that's the first out.
Nice running grab. 1 up, 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup. Luis Ariz stands in. Hit by a pitch lead off ball game. In the air, center field. Judge has it sized up.
Blip. Out number 2.
There's 2 away. base is empty. Here's Tim Anderson. 0 for 1 so far. Just missed. Anderson, multi-time All-Star. Batting second in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Good eye right there. That one ripped.
Oh!
That's back.
And gone! Yes! No!
And they're on the scoreboard.
It's 2-1.
They just spun this one around a big way. What a swing.
That's what the Marlins needed. 2-1. A home run for Tim Anderson.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this, and that was very patient and it paid off.
2 down. Josh Bell at the plate now. That's ball for a strike. It's 0-1. Blue team down a run here in the last half of the third. That's ball for a strike.
Quickly to 2 below. You're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Handling here as he fouls it away. And now the lefty keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Bouncer to second. Torres handles. Fires.
And that's the third out.
That ends the
Oh, well, at least I got a home run though.
inning coming on this solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the fourth, Gleyber Torres. As the lefty gets to work. Slow roller to first. Bell.
Nope.
He takes it out.
Well,
And none going to the fourth as they get the lead off man.
Oh, well, throw a slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Here's Alex Verdugo. He's 0 for 1. That one clips the outside corner, and that is strike one. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed. Waiting on that fastball.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, right down the
and that's a strikeout.
missed that.
Well, let's go. Third strikeout for Junior's pitcher.
The batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's it there. That's strike one. The shortstop takes the ball. And
Another hit for Blooper.
Jose Trevino stepping in now for the Yankees. He hit into a double play his first time up. That's in for a strike. Two outs. Swing and a miss. That ball way inside.
Wow! Yes!
Strike three. The Yanks lead one, but they still lead it 2-1. Back here at Logie Ballpark, here's a big power throw. Chandler.
Bottom of the fourth, 2-1, Yankees.
Swung on, ball two. That's back.
Oh, it's going, gone! Let's go! Now, what a dot on the first pitch!
2-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
I was saying anytime in that aggressive and it paid off. It's like he's playing with it. It's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here's the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. In there for strike one.
You just gotta delete it. You give up that lead-off home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Now the 0-1. Now that's downstairs and outside. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Stripping them a little bit.
And a pitch. Next offering misses down and away. That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the
And that's a walk. Well,
And that one is lifted in the air. Soto gets under it.
Bloop.
And out number one on the grab.
That's one out.
And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Doubled in his first inning. Step off throw first.
Ooh.
Chisholm dives back in safely. All one, no strikes. Fielder takes off. Pitches low. And that's a stolen
And stolen base. Yeah. Let's go.
Second, such a huge lead. The pitcher's gotta find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great play. Step forward, shrink that lead somehow, clear the lead in time, maybe you can put that stolen base.
Kicks Indians. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball three.
But 3 days away,
it! Ugh!
Mario Kart probably for the next 3 months. So thank you for tuning in, and let's dive into this one. First off, the Switch 2 stock is starting to pop up everywhere. This is literally a van full of Nintendo Switch 2s. Apparently, a small store owner is trying to transport Switch 2 units from Italy in his car. Yeah, he has got a car full of Switch 2 boxes. Of course, probably took this picture in secret and prayed that he gets the top of his own first strike. But yeah, here's a bunch of Switch 2s, and it's just, it's just so good to see because we're about to have our hands
Oh, foul. Dang it!
Accessories are popping up early. Yes, this is some pictures of some accessories that are actually popping up, like the Switch 2 Joy-Con and the Switch 2
Foul again.
Yeah, there's to see $54 for a single Joy-Con. Yeah, those are not bundled together for a revenue price. You have to actually buy the Joy-Con separately.
Which games are gonna play? 100% Mario Kart World. Also Pokemon ZA and Super Mario Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV.
Camera as well as the charging cable. We now have some information on upgrades.
Dang it!
Some games are going to be $10 for an upgrade, mostly third-party games, and most first-party games are going to be about $20. I guess it depends on the content, as Mario Kart Jamboree is pretty much
Super Mario World is the game I want to play on release.
so I can understand that. Where games are going to go out into
Super Mario World.
Mario Kart World,
content ties some new map stuff and navigation, but it's mostly for, getting just out there on the ground. Next up, we have the Nintendo Switch 2 local tournament. This is actually launching with Switch 2, and we got code confirmed the other day. I don't know, maybe it's actually a lot more fun than what we've seen so far, but even this other trailer just isn't doing enough. It's $10. It should have been a packing game. I think I'd have been more interested if it was like a free package game. I don't know why Nintendo didn't just throw us a bone there. But apparently, Nintendo Switch 2 Open Tour contains 20 mini games and 14 it's actually not terrible for $10. It's lots of mini games, but literally extremely mini. We'll take a look at shows you like how great and it just kind of we share basic things that the Switch 2 can do. But you know what? If you want to spend $10 and mess around with this,
no way! Boop, boop.
all the mini games are fun, and at least it's something bigger they want, like another Mario Kart game or a new Mario Kart game. Who knows? But you know what? I'm willing to give it a try. I mean, it still should have been a packed-in game, but I think I will give it a try. Now, I want to spend the rest of this video talking about how hype the Switch 2 is in comparison to how we experienced Switch 1's hype levels in the beginning of 2017, and how their first-year lineup looks so far in comparison to Nintendo Switch 1. And so far, definitely Switch 1's first year. Now, when we look at the first year, we're going to take into account it's from, obviously June 5th of this year.
Yes, since that game is the only game that could be coming out on release, the other games come out later in the year, so... They don't! Jamboree doesn't come out until, well, the upgrade does not come out until, July.
Since like Splatoon or Wii U, with ARMS, you got your Zoom, and then we had a Mario Kart 3 Deluxe remake with synthesized game. One of these Switch, I mean, there was just a lot of stuff there.
My guidance out now.
I mean, honestly, launching with Mario Kart World is one of the smartest decisions Nintendo could have ever made. Obviously, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is one of the best-selling Nintendo games of all time. If I'm not mistaken, it is the best-selling video game for Nintendo of all time. So this was just a no-brainer. So finally, after 11 years, give us a brand new Mario Kart game and a open world fashion, which is awesome. This was a perfect
And that's the third out.
and literally right after we had
Yeah, I'm going to pre-order Legend ZA.
Oh, we no pre-ordering that.
I mean, this is
$70.
now it's really looking at the rest of the games after those two.
You already spent your $500.
Alright.
Mario Party is so yeah, those things are awesome. But it is just new Switch 2 specific games, and there's a lot of these Switch 2 edition games. Which is a brand new game altogether. There's just one game as well. So we don't have to go on my which in my eyes kind of makes it very I'll go down and play. I still play and Switch 1 if you actually so I went back to replay all three games for like my third time.
Oh, two? Oh boy.
Really invested in Sega before, but still I feel a lot of people are going to say, okay, when's the next Switch 2 specific special game? And that's when we get into the latter half of this year. The next Switch 2 specific game is Hyrule Warriors Age. I am somebody who's played through all the Hyrule Warriors games and still in the process of trying to 100% definitive edition, which is just going to throw a wrench in my plans because now I got to stop that again and go back to this game. As someone who loves Hyrule Warriors, has been a crazy hours into these games. Not a lot of people are going to find this too interesting because it's just another Breath of the Wild game in that same world once again, and it's the third Hyrule Warriors game. So first thing I'm going to make this a first year game just because something that I would have
Guy in third base for the Marlins to take the lead here as we're in the bottom of the fifth.
As somebody that grew up every single day playing City Trial on the GameCube, this was huge news. I can't wait to see what Zach Bryan and his team are doing with this game, even though it is technically the second recent game of this year. I mean, with this and Mario Kart World, besides racing games, there's Nintendo, there's a lot of racing on this. So once again, I can't wait to see it, but I wish they waited until next year to have this game, you know what I mean? It's still, it's definitely not anything that I'm mad about. I am so glad to see it.
And that's a base hit. Yes! Mario Kart World, DK Bonanza.
Lots of games that have been out now finally coming to Switch 2. But let's look at the first one game. There's only two games really here on this list. It's not including the Switch 1 edition games on this list. But we have two games with Pokemon Legends CA and Metroid Prime 4 coming out with Switch 1 and Switch 2 as new games. These lists this little batch of new Switch 2 exclusive game. Mario Kart World, DK Bonanza, Kirby Air Riders, The Legend of Zelda, Hyrule Warriors, Imprisonment, Dragon Drive, and the GameCube. Now, these might sound like third-party games, but, I mean, it depends on what type of consumer you are. If you're a massive Nintendo fan, you're probably going to buy all of them. But if you're somebody more casual, looking for instant money, especially since games are upwards of $80,
Oh! It doesn't have enough! Yes, it does! Let's go! Now! run for Jake. Second home run of the game, and that now the score is 5-2 Marlins. Wow.
Now, some people might see this as a completely stacked lineup still. Some others might see this as kind of light because it's not as many hitters like the next platoon players to be involved in the run. But those are still strong. I'll call it that in a second. But still, Nintendo does have some big games. It just kind of drops off, I would say, after Donkey Kong and say you don't have any of those titles. The next future, Metroid Prime 4 for a lot of us, but it's still a very niche franchise for Nintendo. But let's not forget, Nintendo could still be having a big holiday title for this year. And there's tons of rumors suggesting that a Nintendo Direct can happen in any week. Some even saying as early as this week, the launch week for Switch 2. Do I think that's going to happen? No, I'd say probably the next week for the But still, having a big summer Nintendo Direct is something that Nintendo has always pretty much done when the E3 was around. So we can expect some pretty big reveals literally right around the same time frame Switch 2 comes out. We'll be spending so much time with Mario Kart World and they'll keep us busy while on top of the Nintendo Direct showcasing things that's coming in the future as well. And remember, Nintendo technically has all the way up until the end of July next year to finish that first year's slate of Switch 2 games. And that's still a year left of Switch 2 games that they announced and released. I think it's going to be great for three, and Nintendo owns two on this.
Well, at least got a home run though. Both 8 hits for the Yankees, 6 hits for the Marlins, but 5-2 Marlins lead.
Maybe it's almost time for Animal Crossing. There's a lot of stuff to get hyped about. I seriously can't wait to see what Nintendo are moving forward, especially since we're between the month of June. Especially just being 3 days away until the launch of the Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. The hype is through the roof. This is the big way it's been so long since it's been I think quite this big. I know the year when Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Mario Wonder was fighting, but it just was nothing compared to this. This is as hype as I've ever heard this since the original 2017 Switch on hype, and I'm so glad to see that Nintendo is back. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about what's happening this week. Like, are you excited for Nintendo Switch 2 this week? How did you pre-order your Switch 2? Are you going to be standing in line and picking it up at midnight from GameStop? And whatever you're doing, just comment it down below. I'm so hyped, so excited. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out.
On the ground at first.
Nope. Bam!
Now one gone at the top of the 6th. Here's Gleyber Torres. Torres, 27.
The Yankees started this game hot with a 2-run shot, but now a few innings later, Junior's team turned the tie 5-2.
That one ripped left field.
Uh-oh.
That's
Going!
going got all of that one.
But thank God! Third home run!
It's 5-3.
No! Boop, boop. Another home run for the Yankees. I thought he caught that. Well, he didn't. He almost did, but just a little out of his reach.
Man, he just barely got that one out of here. He got along the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. Could have been a stunner if he did.
So one out, nobody up. Alex Verdugo getting ready to hit. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Got a strikeout and ground out in his last 2 at bats.
One out, bases empty, and a run in. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Popped up. Anderson under it. Puts it away.
And that's the second out. Well,
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Anthony Volpe. And first offering is fouled off.
foul tip again. Got him swinging. Blam!
I mean, too much on that one. Yankees get a homer to come to lead. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Back down for the bottom of the sixth. And there's
Switch.
the pitcher on the mound.
New pitcher.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
28.9 in strikeout rate.
Now the left fielder, Ryan Delacruz.
He got a strikeout and a flyout so far in this game. Let's see if we can try to turn it around.
The pitch. That one not close. And that's ball one.
You know, these Marlins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
At the belt and fire. Ground ball right side.
Straight to him and out.
Steps on the bag.
Ugh.
Man retired in the sixth. And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tommy Canley getting loose out there for Aaron Boone.
Foul tip.
Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And he's swinging a miss.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Got him.
It's a strikeout.
No!
2 outs, base is empty. Avisail Garcia, the next to hit. Ball one there. In the air, right field. So makes the catch, and that is that.
Ugh, man!
Man, he's killing y'all. Welcome back. We're in the seventh.
Alright, stepping up for the Marlins is Andy Bender. Sinker, slider, circle change, and forcing fastball.
Digs him down. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. He is at the top of the game. The game plan still already is in for a strike. one is outside. It's a long strike. Now one out to right.
Oh, and that's a hit.
And it one hops the wall.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little hooks, they can get a little tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a narrow single. Nice defensive play.
Has a lot of times where you don't get the same points because taking a bad line isn't worth it. TK Summit by this Japanese player. And also, shout out to Rod Artat 120 for having a 81 world record on this track, but couldn't celebrate too much because his parents were sleeping. Okay, so we are on a traction combo again. No mini turbos to that, interesting. Okay, so we go for the coin strategy at the start. Make sure we get coins. Drip trig. What's going on here? Wow. Okay, so
Time
I
run
was
at the plate. That's a
no
ball
mini
that
turbo.
goes foul.
Crazy stuff. Yeah, I do know that the half plates are really glitchy on 200, and if you get the mini turbo, I don't know if it's faster or not in theory, but probably not.
Hello, Tyson Johnson. Welcome to the stream.
Blind this guy. I'm sure you guys have seen this stuff, or I've even done it. I've even done it with the Waluigi Super combo. What is this? Okay, I've heard that you don't have to use a mushroom there, and theoretically, it's faster.
But still got out.
It's actually possible to do that shortcut in a way that lands you right on the first pass, and based on this world record, I don't know for a second, but a reputable person told me, I'm sorry, no credit at the start, I'm so tired right now. But yeah, it's possible, and I don't really believe it, but it's possible, and I don't even see how it's possible. But you have to use
Alright, now pitching change for the Marlins.
this is one of the hardest
Strikeout rate 30.8 with an 8-1 record and for 63 games. Better against right-handed and right-handed batters and left-handed.
his own island. I love the red jersey matching with the red rollers. It's really clean. And you got the Koopa Clown. I don't think it has a water speed bonus, I'm not sure, but it definitely has a traction bonus. And almost everywhere, pretty much everywhere except this cloud section here, plus the red bridge at the end, are a slippery road. You wouldn't be able to tell just by looking at it, but it's pretty much all slippery road. And so the traction bonus really, really helps, especially on 260, where you do not want to be taking bad lines or losing your top speed for a second. And drifting into there, getting the orange mini turbo, chaining it into blue. That's something we rarely see on 250cc. I pointed it out so much on the 150cc vectors, but chaining mini turbos, like getting one and then getting another one without a gap in between, is it's so important for 150 because 150 is all about managing your speed boost, but 200 is all about managing your lines. So it's so rare that we actually get that opportunity to do a perfect chain. And also, the ending cloud that you have to hit in order to open the red bridge, apparently, sometimes it's impossible to hit the cloud, depending on where it's located. And so, luckily, like, the time trial record can hit it all 3 times, but depending on your pace, if you mess up and you're playing online and get hit, sometimes it's just not possible. Thanks, Nintendo! Bangkok Rush by Army. Usually I sit forward in my chair because I'm really focused, but now I'm sitting back because this is actually all in one sitting that I've been doing this, and I plan to complete this in one sitting. I completed the 150cc's all in one day, but not in one sitting, because that was like, what, 3 hours was the final video. It took me like 4 to 5 hours to record it. Yeah, 200cc's are way faster. I'm grateful for that. It's like it completed in one sitting without losing my voice, but I need to stretch at some point.
Got him! No runs for you, Blooper.
Not really. Just give me this helmet. I put that on.
They're still down 5-3.
Oh, nice shortcut. Oh, wow! Release the mini turbo right away. That's kind of like Yogi Valley. Next perfect year. Interesting extra trick, too. So that's kind of like Yogi Valley, where, or Shy Guy Falls, where
Hello, No Rad. Welcome to the stream.
when it shoots you forward.
You're bottom of the 7th. 5-3 Marlins. South.
What would have happened? Oh, that I thought that was an orange mini turbo for a sec. I was really confused. That was purple. That was like frame 1 purple, where the sound didn't even come out.
Daya, oat cream blend, certain wine, listen there.
Yeah, the righty deals.
Daya.
I'm doing good so far.
Half the time. It absorbs grease 5 times faster. Even replaces multiple cleaning products. No sun's got game. Dawn Power Wash. That grease getter.
Right-hander kicks deals.
Oh, foul again.
Billy broke with Samir. Samir and I went to college together. We were Anton and exposition.
Little things that reveal hidden opportunities. With power.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
Down and away. It's a good take.
Yeah, this record looked a lot like 150 to be
Oh,
honest.
I'm not playing. These are CPUs playing. Blooper is the Yankees and Junior's the Marlins. Right now it's 5-3 as we're getting close to the end of this game. Ah, and caught looking. Dang it!
We are going to be at 6 coins after lap 1. 7, 8. I think we're going to get to 8 coins. No, we're not getting this coin. I think we're going to get to 7 coins. Holy. I mean, with turn to this sharp, do you even want to be going that fast? I think we're going to pick up one more coin right here, probably. Like the right of this turn. That's probably it. I doubt we get another one on lap 3. That's crazy. Yeah, coins are really sparse in the DLC in general. So
No, I'm not doing another game because this game is already I already been streaming for over an hour, and that's usually how long these games go. And we're almost at the end of this game.
Disaster averted. Waluigi Stadium by Genswat. There are sharp turns here. There is slippery road. Obviously one of the toughest ones unless you're using the max traction combo. Well, I don't think this is max traction. Actually, I think I remember this track used to be Koopa Troopa as the world record. That's huge.
What? Oh, come on!
One half pipe boost. The 150cc brain cannot comprehend this. What is that? Okay, I raced against Short Koopa on this track on 250cc. I promise you, I didn't do a single one. I didn't do a single one of these things correctly. Doing a trip off that. That major was into so far into the off-road. That is crazy. It's the same thing I talked about earlier with the mini turbo right after going into the air. Here, orange mini turbo and it slingshots you around that turn. The high traction helps so much. Like some tracks have slippery roads but there's not a lot of turns. But when the turns are this sharp, the track is so important. Look at that. Again with the orange mini turbo.
Well, this is this is my second stream of the day today. I don't know what my next stream is gonna be. I have to decide what I want to do next.
Wow, incredible stuff. I think it's one of those situations where if you trick, you're gonna end up past the line. Singapore Speedway by Alberta. I was talking about the Mario Kart slim tires before. I last saw a lot of the 200cc records a long time ago. I feel like that was the record combo on this track, but it just isn't anymore. Interesting mushroom use. So we used to start through and went after the candy gliders. Honestly, yeah, that's the thing. Like after candy gliders, sometimes they slow you down by a lot, especially on 200cc. So it really makes sense why you want to just get people back there. I think the next shortcut before the glider is probably going to be Streamless 2. And I imagine we saved this mushroom for the end of lap 3. Also, I'm making a lot more mistakes in my speaking now. You can tell when I'm getting tired. I usually speak this mushroom one day. Okay, yeah, so here, very interesting stuff. So the conveyor belts, you want to stay on the red ones. And the reason is because the faster you go, the less time you spend in the conveyor belts.
That's a walk.
Okay. If the map is like, it only matters how long you stay on it. It doesn't matter how So that means you can stay on it for less time. You get slowed down less. And so on 200cc, taking the fast first on 150cc,
Foul.
you take one green and one red. Adkins dash by Grub. Now, I actually know there's a really big shortcut here, but it needs a mushroom, and I don't think it's using the world record, but I learned it from Troy's video. So, yeah, let's see if they use it here. Okay, they don't. Alright, so it's right there. You can skip a huge section. But you need one mushroom to do it. And I don't know why it's not working. If it has to do with coins, maybe it's not a special mushroom. But yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a really cool thing. It does save time. But, you know, time trials only show off what's most worth it in a 3 mushroom speed run where you have to go to the table, like, you know, finish as fast as possible.
No!
That's good. Will show up in speedruns, which is another thing. Oh, real trick there. Okay, interesting. I know at 150cc you get like a really low trick there, and it looks like they maybe went for it, but just didn't get it. Interesting. I wonder if that's even possible. That's a super wide and precise drift. Nice. Cool.
Blooper, you're gonna need to get 2 runs to force the 9th inning. But Junior, all he needs is just 6 more outs, and this game will be over.
Daisy Cruiser by Army. I think this is a good time to talk about it. I would have expected, if I didn't know any better, I would have expected a lot more crazy shortcuts on 2016. But I guess just like with the fast falling and with the out of bounds zones and lack of speed up, there just isn't that much. Wow, that's really precise. Yeah, I feel like you'd expect it. Like, there's the big blue one. There are some. But there's hardly as many as you would hope for a game with like 200cc. And so if Mario Kart World ever gets 200cc, which is unconfirmed as of this video, it would be really cool to see.
There's a reason the flappy flailing inflatable tube bed dominated the dance.
Drops in for a strike.
Just like there's a
Trying to protect the two-more lead. We're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch in for a strike. 1-2. This is struck him out.
Strikeout.
2 outs, bases empty. Here comes Gleyber Torres.
To see like some more crazy
He's a
shortcuts.
slider
Because,
for a
those
strike.
are always really hype. And I know like some really casual players don't like shortcuts. They almost feel like huge shortcuts are cheating. But like they play against other casual players. You're not going to encounter the shortcuts. Like these shortcuts are just hype. Everyone loves Mario Kart Wii partially because the shortcuts are insane. And 200cc, like yeah, it's really cool. There's a lot of precise driving, but you know there's so much potential here for shortcuts, and you just don't get it. It's a bit unfortunate, the design philosophy behind this game. Moonview Highway by Matt. This is the max speed combo again, and this one's really funny because Moonview Highway is like, this is also the world record combo on 150cc, and 150cc doesn't see anything like this unless it's like max anti-gravity speed or something. But yeah, like, it's just all boost panels. You're not benefiting from the miniature with that, and you go faster on boost panels when you have higher speed stat. Nice wall boost. I've been calling them wall bombs a lot. I think it's called a wall boost when you use it to wrap around a corner like that. Almost hitting the wall there, getting barely enough room. Yeah, this combo's handling is so low. And also, I want to mention, I just remembered this is thing that earlier. The acceleration bug is on this track too! However, this track was introduced in Wave 5. And Wave 5 of the DLC is also when the acceleration bug is introduced. So, there's no such record that is unbeatable on this track. This track has always existed with the acceleration bug. So yeah, nothing we really missed out on here, but if the acceleration bug got fixed, I wonder if this track would have a faster record. Yeah, that wall boost looks so clean. so nice seeing something so different. Squeaky Blaze Springs by Bruh. And there's some slippery road here, and there is also water. So we definitely want to use the speed to the fast water. Let's take a look here. What mini turbos are we getting? Just orange. Not going for the shooter shortcut, going for points. I think 150 does that as well. A drift, yeah, 150 does that as well. Wow, great orange facing a release and kind of slingshotting the land.
And gone! No! What?
Oh, the extra trip off the thing. I didn't even know that was there. Okay. This is a broad moment. Sorry. Sorry for making a reference. That goes way back. I'm making you cringe through the screen. Or no, if you've never heard that before, you probably thought that was pretty funny. The joke being that the world record for the new thing, bro. I'm just not talking. That ledge, like, I didn't even see it the second time around. I knew it was coming and I didn't see where it was. Is there no shooter circuit here? I guess I'm told you're going too fast and maybe you don't align perfectly to like land on that whole thing in the off-road. And that's another
changing the
really cool. And you don't need the water streams to make top half here on 200. Nice.
a new pitcher for the Marlins.
Los Angeles laps, but
Still 2 outs.
I'm curious how this beginning part goes. Like, where are we using our mushrooms? Oh, start shroom. Okay. Then probably skip this short right here. Okay, yeah. And then obviously we're gonna use a mushroom on the big shortcut here. Wow, going over the rocks? I was so confused where we were going for a sec. Nice little shortcut there. I think that's possible on LinkedIn to get solved. It's really tough to know what we're going for online.
Chase that time.
And orange mini turbo, of course. Probably orange here. Really tight lines. And yeah, I got to trick off that to get over to the coins there. Got 3 points. Really nice.
And he's fired 3 straight outside
That
the
stream
strikes.
was amazing. I remember hoping that would be streamless when I first explored this track on 150cc, but unfortunately it wasn't. We relied on 200cc to streamless.
There's the strike. Clearly taking all
Also, I like to mention that the intelligence of the guy is just, it holds true for every combo on every game mode. It's not just 200cc fast combos. However, it doesn't really matter. It's like almost a negligible difference of how much it slows down other combos, which is why it's a big problem with 200cc. Okay, that's probably please tell me that mini turbo was unexpected. That's like some 150cc tech. Sunset Wilds by Panda. I'm actually curious why this is not a Squeedle track. Don't we need traction on this track?
Base hit! Ah!
Maybe the acceleration.
Boop it!
I don't know. Squeedle acceleration is high. I can't think of one reason why.
What?
It would be the type of track. Oh well. Whoa. That's a crazy coin grab. Actually, I was telling you about this. That coin number 7. I didn't think I would realize where that is, but yeah, coin number 7 is the top one. And we just saw it right there. Yep, it is tough. Because yeah, there's no other coin to grab until all the way over here if you want to. But Panda didn't allow for it because it's not necessary anymore. Interesting that that's the biggest shortcut. I guess because you can take this one from this here. There's an orange mini turbo and slingshot out of it. Delayed trick there, interesting. One hop out of the off-road. This all looks so impressive. This track is like one of those ones where when you do everything right, it just looks normal. But if you like, everything could so easily go wrong. And yet somehow, of all tracks, we have a world record tie here. But this is Sunset Wilds by Pi. Okay, so I'm expecting to see pretty much all the same stuff. Yeah, points at the start. Maybe it's a little trickier? No trick. Huh. Maybe lap 2? I don't really remember what happened on lap 1, but let's see how Pi tackles point number 7. Yeah, to get very specific trips, and you can easily fly too far there.
Tie this thing up or take the
lead. No trick. It's so interesting when a world record tie has 2 different strategies. And I don't know what is the advantage or disadvantage of that trick there. And like, I'm not comparing goes. I don't know where they gain the same time compared to each other. Maybe it's ridiculous. I think Canada's record is maybe the trick six.
And that's a walk.
Find something else in there. It's possible. I'm just speculating.
I cannot let them take the lead.
No, I don't have the eye for UCC. I don't know much faster. So faster, I'm just all of a sudden being like, okay, that's what you do, huh? Interesting. I'll memorize that. Because I won't. Super Cage Fly Genzaw. Wow, the Yoshi video. This was all over the place in the 50cc, but so uncommon on 200. And speaking of common and one and not the other,
Oh! And it's gone! No! No! And Bloopers T takes the lead.
we did see too many of them on TVCC again. Obviously, like, Army, Vincent, Alberto, I'm sure missing some. But, yeah, like, Genzaw has a much bigger share of the 200cc records than on 150, which is really cool to see. Because Genzaw, I mean, something like the glider namesake, is a legend. Just jumped over the entire grass. Incredible. That was different from how he's done on lap 1. I think lap 1, we tried online for points, so you don't do the same.
You heard the crack of that hit.
Let me tell you about this right here. Right here. That drift on that ramp was discovered by Rod, RTAP 120. You legend as well.
Another pitching change for the Marlins. And he played 20 games, but never won or lost. Oh, I cannot let Bloomer beat me. You gotta end this inning now, then.
Whenever heartburn strikes, get fast relief with Tums. It's time to love food back. Also try Tums Gummy Bites.
Wallet's happy. $835 average savings for
Ugh, finally. Bye-bye.
Things that add up to something big.
It's now 7-5.
This track looks way more fun on 200cc than 150. This is the type of stuff I was hoping to see on almost every track, but it just wasn't true. A lot of the tracks are pretty normal.
Pitching change for the Yankees.
It's a huge blow up on 200. Vancouver Velocity by Vincent. Love to see King here again. We got the traction combo to help with the rainy road on Vancouver. Because that's the only defining feature of that Canada. Is that we have cold weather in rainy road. I mean, it's kind of true, honestly. I can't think of one defining feature besides that. Never mind. I take it all back, Nintendo. That was not sarcastic. That was serious. Good job. You did a good job capturing the essence of Canada. Oh yeah, so that shortcut. I feel like the shortcut alone doesn't save much time, but the mushroom there really helps because
Now the roles look reversed.
you get all your
Now it just takes 6 outs for the Yankees to win.
turning on the slippery road, and that really is bad. What? We are skipping the biggest shortcut on the track? Somehow this has surprised me the most out of anything I've seen in this video. That is the #1 biggest shortcut on the track. Why are we skipping it on 200cc?
And indeed,
Where are we using the mushroom?
another ball
Here?
doesn't seem to want to throw in a fastball.
Oh, you know what? That sort of makes sense though. Because on 150 you can't take that with one mushroom. It's too big. But at 200 you can, so it actually saves a lot more time.
Foul off, he was late.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to
That's so weird. Once again, the 150cc brain cannot comprehend this. Rome Avanti by Alberto. Now, we're seeing a lot of pipe frame. Honestly, I was expecting to see more gold parts and swim. I didn't just make that up, right? Like, someone in the comments let me know if I'm not just making that up. Like, there used to be a lot more records held on that combo, right? But I know what happens a lot of 3cc is because the tracks are so specific to the combo. It's not like just go video buggies the best all the time. Then nice little wall boost into this workout. So it's very common that the combo changes on track, and so I guess a lot of them will just change. I wonder if
Is that a dub? And it does! Yes! Woo! That's Jake's third home run of the game, but also cutting into the lead by 1 run.
I can imagine that would be so slow without a bunch of going around. Because you're like, you lose traction from coming off the ramp and it's really tough to DK Mountain by Zay. I have to imagine this is one of the toughest ones, specifically because of the final gap pitch. They start true, obviously, like middle mushroom trigger on the track.
Chisholm Jr. getting ready to
Fast cannon glider, hop onto it, save a temp for a second. You know, watch the 150cc reaction if you want to learn this stuff, because that was basically Pro Guide 2.0. Nice double mix real quick. Wow. You see the weird physics, like because of the fastballing? Oh, wow, true moves like that? Kind of true moves like that? What? Not even going to, I go higher up to turn around on 150 than Zay does on 200. Insane stuff. I don't know how you do that. That's gotta be so hard. Like, that is so much harder than it looks. I know that the way a lot of people do this one on 200 is not even like that. It's not even with the whole drift like exactly you do on 150.
A hit!
Look at how slow we get. That's like 50cc overdose. Now, that's one interesting thing about 30cc. I think the base speed required to start a drift, I think it's the same as 150cc. Or at least it's not scaled to match the speed proportion. So, what that means is when you brake drift on 150, if you get too slow, your drift is in. But on 200cc, if you get just as proportionally slow, it's still fast enough to keep that drift. So we're going like super slow here. It looks like the drift should be ending based on my 150cc brain. But it's just like 200 is just different. It's really just built different. Daisy Circuit by Vincent. Hey, we have Luigi. So Daisy probably is not quite optimal stats, but I'm glad her man Luigi gets to have the record on this track.
Oh!
Oh, right, not the case. Not going for shortcut, because you can get 3 blinks here instead of just 1. Shortcut, and we use the start curve anyway, so this is kind of like the ticket, where we're not going for the big shortcut to start. Well, I mean, I guess the shortcut in this track is like that big, but yeah, just for the extra points, because look, we're so low on range. We're going to get fast point right here. Okay, now so shortcut leads into 1 point. So we're going to get the point right here now, nice. And purple mini turbo was the ladder, very, very nice. Okay, just hit orange mini turbo instead of purple. I'm sure purple was possible there, but it would not be faster. Would be an extra boost panel there. Some alignment hops. Oh, driving straight, let's go. 200cc.
When you decide to step up this kind of fun, this kind of fun, this kind of experience, let's begin. Nintendo Switch 2. Hi, Brother Nature. Brother Nature was a real damage to
Are you getting into work? There's a reason Detective Johnson is the gossip king. Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. 5 days later, Morgan & Morgan. Only the beats were not gonna miss. Safe on that fastball. They have so good that the time it's leaves, to it.
People say that when you're about to die, the light flashes before your eyes. The teamwork it took to probably capture them in almost 5.
That's such an early mushroom use. You just don't want to stack with the boost panel.
Good job to fight that one.
Otherwise, it's a little sum off. I'm surprised he goes for that boost panel right there. Like, you barely have enough room, but I would just try to take a really tight line. We're on a flank.
Another hit!
And this is a really tough fight.
Going to three! Get there! Well, Junior set himself up perfectly for a 3-run shot, or at least another base hit to tie the game up.
What? Hit the ground 3 times there. And then blew mini turbo so you get right back to full speed. Drive in a straight line, let's go 260.
Bench runner, Joe
Nice.
Burt.
Not taking into the water, because otherwise the water would be ridiculous. Can you go over that part on 200? Wow, watch him there. Purple mini turbo. Bruh, your purple mini turbo is not over yet. Why do you want your... Is that really optimal? It looks weird, but I can't think of anything better, so it probably was best. So far. Charge that in the air. Okay, I thought this was going to be harder than 150. This is insane. Okay, I never got to finish that thought. I'm going to feel bad, so it's going to bother me. So a delay trick, in case you didn't know, and this is the 150 video, is the right here. So we get this trick, and then right here we're about to land. However, Yoshi is still in the trick animation, and the rule of the trick is you have to be on the ground.
2 out. Ugh.
So Yoshi cannot.
Here comes Nick.
And then right afterwards, once again, see how there's no boost coming out? And then now gets the trick boost on the second landing. This is, I find this is actually important in several areas, including the beginning of Dragon Boot Play. It's also important on Wild Woods 150cc. I think it was used again later in this run. In that case, I don't really know why that's faster, but maybe to like change the cruise to cruise actually. Yeah, that just starts insane. We're just watching the whole game. That's Madrid Drive by Alberto. Love the matching Kamek with the Azure rollers. Yes, it's late. It's been a while. This is what my commentary is going to. Oh, that's a really tight line. Wow. Purple mini turbo. Okay. Well, yeah, we're coming to an end. We're on the wave 6 tracks. That's Strumless. Nice. Yeah, so a lot of the mushroom shortcuts on 150 become Strumless shortcuts in 200. A lot of like the multiple drifts on 150, that would be a right drift, left drift. But instead it's just like crazy, perfectly aligned left drift. And that purple mini turbo becomes the more expensive, where you can do 2 times the purple system. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite shortcut? Or what's your favorite difference between 150 and 200 that you notice? Obviously, like, one of my favorite differences is that...
Ball 4. Uh-oh, bases are loaded. This is not good for Blooper. A grand slam opportunity will catapult this game to a 3-run game. 10-7. Oh, base! Base hit! Make that 2! Wow!
Let me just explain how you can give a preface. The way that trying to turn left, even with the middle of the glider conflict, like, it's not enough. And I mentioned this earlier with like this expansion glider, where the problem with gliders in 200cc is it's sinking forward. Like, if you were coming from the ground, you could just
And that's another hit! Base hit!
while drifting while this left. However, here, if you try to drift, you're not going to go this way. You're going to go this way, which is not good. Either if you get a mini turbo, not worth it. Best line is better. So watch what they do here. It's so interesting. Drive the box. who's coming out? So, again, the 150
Here comes a pitching change for Yankees.
Why would you do that? On 150cc, you have so much time to get this grip aligned just right. But 200, you just drive. It's so funny. Yeah, it's so creative. I love this stuff. And I think it's one of those things where, if it was just me, if I was only Mario Kart Plus player doing 200cc records, I don't think I ever would have thought of that. I think I would have just drifted, and someone smarter than me would have to come along and tell me that, you do that. Oh, that's crazy. That's a crazy way to do water. Get the coins down here, get the trick boost. And the bottom path is faster. You can charge a mini turbo into it, and then you get the coins and the trick boost. I assume on lap 2 we're probably still going to go bottom path with the trick boost. And by the way, this is Roselanders High School, Black Alberto. I'm going to say that at the start. We're using high traction combo again. Actually, I think Cooper Trooper has the highest traction, but Rosalina has a traction bonus that is really good. So if you want high speed, this is definitely the way to go. You got low speed, high mini turbo, one, for sharp turns, like a snowland. That one was, that one plays with Speedo and Sponge Tires.
And that's it.
Alberto's here like, no, that's his 150cc, and also lap 1 at 200cc. That mini turbo, I think it should change with the trick boost. Change with the boost panel, otherwise the trick boost would boost over lap. SNES Bowser Castle Boost by Hardy. What is this goofy 150cc looking combo? And that start shroom? Yeah, the shortcut on the track is not big enough. That's so crazy, tuners. Like, Nintendo did.
And Scott comes in for the Marlins to end this out.
I want to say most tracks use a start shroom because most tracks don't have a shortcut that's that big. Or at least that big that requires a much. Well, even if it does, sometimes you skip it for points. Very interesting. That's all I gotta say. Oh wow! For wall walk too, we do that on 200. I didn't know that. I thought 200 would be too fast and you wouldn't be able to align in there. I know you do that on 150 and it's crazy. It's even crazier looking at 150, but I'm so shocked that you do that on 200 as well. I'm learning so much new stuff today, and I'm definitely going to forget all of it because I don't plan on doing this season to reinforce these ideas. Wow. Yeah, because it's such an awkward line if you go around anyway. So that really makes sense that not only is that just faster, but it must be much faster. A little wall hit there. Probably helps too. Are we going to get the balls of lava thing again here? No, we don't. Yeah, there's not enough rooms to it because on slide like on 150. Final track. So this is the Yoshi Mii suit. We were able to
Booker, you need to get 2 runs to tie 3 to take the lead and force the Marlins to play in the bottom of the 9th.
Wow, that saves. Yeah, so the mushroom boost
Foul.
for the half-pipe boost probably saves a lot of time too because you got a fast combo. Wow, okay, so no half-pipes at all. You don't even need a speed boost on 200cc to clear that shortcut. And you drift over it. That makes a lot of sense. Even if you had to pop,
That's one.
it's kind of like the glider dilemma again. Okay, drifting off is like, that's probably a similar thing, right? You
2 more outs and Junior and the Marlins will win.
by tricking into drifting off. Great lines here. Yeah, anytime a trick can slightly mess up your line, it's pretty much just a bad idea. If you ever trick into brake drifts, that's a really important cue. If you ever play 200cc and you do a trick and you realize you're brake drifting right afterwards, always just drift. I should have said this much earlier into the video. Then you can actually watch
Foul.
it, but whatever, you get to watch for it here. Last chance. You know what? If you're curious, just go rewatch this video. Rewatch the whole video, and then if you're curious about all the 150cc references I made, about all the differences, go watch the 150cc world record reaction as well. This one was much more of a reaction. I did try to keep it educational as well, but the 150cc one, it's way longer, and it's also just basically a pro guide again because I talked about so much stuff. There was
Alright, it all comes down to Yankees' last player.
Alright, so that was all the 200cc records. It was so fun. Hopefully the CC comes back to Mario Kart. Anyway, I reacted to all the Flood 50cc records.
Uh-oh. GG, Blooper. Thanks for playing. Oh. And, yep, they'll do it. Well, yes. Junior and the Marlins take out Blooper and the Yankees. 9-7. What a game. Man, what a game between you two. Well, hey, it was fun though, Blueberry. I thought you had me there, but you made a mistake. Well,
anime has some pretty tough lock-in moments, and they're partially so tough because you can just flip that switch sometimes, but sometimes characters lock in questionable links, but the vast majority of the time you get that seat feeling, and then they're just out. After that point, they are not loose. So in this video, we're gonna talk about the news and the first lock-in moment.
Alright, so now that you guys have finished your game, I'm going to make an announcement before we end the stream. And that is, when the Switch 2 comes out, I'm going to crown new champions, both the World Title and the Tag Team Champions. Wait, I thought you only did that for every year. Yeah, but since the Switch 2 is a big thing, I'm gonna make an exception. So the World Title and the Tag Team titles will both be vacated, and we're gonna be crowning new champions for the remainder of the year. Alright. Good. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed Junior and Blooper going against each other in MLB The Show 24. If you guys did enjoy it, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe already, comment all that, and we'll see you guys next time. Till then, peace out. Bye everyone.